versus Jose Benavidez. I mean I don't want to see him against Jamal, but maybe for a tune-up. But what's up with Jamal though, man? Why is he so inactive, man? Keith, Jamal, does PBC not have the money to pay these dudes? Does they don't have the dates? I mean, what's the deal with this shit, man? Like, this is crazy.
Well, I think with Keith, Keith Thurman he had that bag off of Pacquiao.
And he got comfortable.
This dude is eating sushi. He's doing origami.
He's walking the mountains with his wife and all this crazy shit.
Dude is in Nepal. He's like, remember Eddie Murphy in The Golden Child? You know what I'm saying? Like, dude is wiping cold boogers on his clothes.
Yeah.
Like, he ain't worried about no boxing right now.
Yeah.
And I say that playfully, but I think Keith Thurman is legitimately financially comfortable, and he might be pricing himself out purposely. Like, hey.
You think so?
Really, yeah, because
he seemed thirsty for a fight. I feel like that money drying up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Not that I'm counting niggas' pockets, but you know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying. Though. It could be because it only lasts for so long, right?
Yeah.
But look, last time he popped out was when Earl and Bud.
Yeah.
He showed up talking shit. I'll fight with minutes. I'll do this. I'll do that. And then he went back and I love it because he could talk some shit.
He could talk some shit.
The truth is, this is a game of what have you done for me lately? And the last time we seen one time, you know what I mean? He running out of time.
How long ago was the Barrios fight? Like about a year and a half ago? I can't even remember. It was a minute ago, right?
Yeah, it's been a long time. Like Barrios done won once or twice since that.
Yo, and now you got Barrios and Ugas, right?
Yeah.
Like, see what Keith was supposed to fight. I was looking forward to that fight. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what the that shit crazy, man. Like, I think Keith looking to cash himself out. I think, you know what I mean?
Definitely.
Right.
But this is why I say he's pricing himself out because the name Keith Thurman got a lot of value. Keith Thurman was ringing bells for a minute.
Yeah, for a second. Yeah.
And then after the Pacquiao fight, win or lose, he still had a name with so much value because it got him to that level.
Yeah, you're right about that.
That was the time for him to leverage it and say, all right, boom, who want me? Earl Spence? It should have been him and Earl instead of Ugas, truthfully.
Yo, why you think, listen, I love Earl, man. He one of my favorite fighters, but why, like, you turn around now, you see Boots is hunting these niggas, and nobody want to give Boots a fucking shot, right? And it, it's obviously similar to what Keith was saying back then. He was like, yo, the fight is undercooked. It don't make sense right now. We'll get there, youngster. Errol took that shit for like hella personal. You know what I'm saying? Like he has this like ultimate grudge against Keith Thurman. I don't know why. Like, and now he turns around and Boots is saying, "Yo, Errol, what's up?" You know what I'm saying? Let's get it on. Or and they don't want to give him the fight because they're saying the same thing that Keith was saying years ago. The shit's undercooked. Why you think Errol and them took that shit so fucking personal, man? You know what I mean?
Listen,
he don't want to fight Keith for shit. He don't want to give Keith no bread.
But see, look what happens with this fight game. We talked about how these guys, eventually they have to fight each other.
Yeah.
But what comes out of that is always a sense of camaraderie. At least from what we see. The only time I really didn't like the way it went down, honestly, I don't like Wilder's reaction to Fury. Them dudes made so much money together, and the better man won because he's the better boxer.
Yeah.
Wilder to react that way, to me personally, I just wouldn't react that way. That being said, when a fighter, I guess, take it personal, they say, yo, the way you did me like that when I needed it, when I was trying to come up, when I was trying to feed my peoples, and I could have made a bag, you could have made a bag, I'm not going to let you eat because you didn't let me.
I'm not going to let you eat.
Like, does that sound like it's plausible for you?
Yeah, it do. I just think he probably didn't understand the business of boxing at that point as much as he does now, probably. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, we could turn around and say the same shit to let Boots live, let Boots eat.
Yeah.
Boots can't get a fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't want to see Stanionis. I don't really want to see that shit. He gonna watch Stanionis. You know what I'm saying? And who else is that? Who else at 47? I think Virgil. Did he just retire? Virgil Ortiz, right? I think he's talking about retirement.
He needs to because they was killing him trying to make the boy fight at 147.
Yeah, and he got some health issues and like that division, man. That division, Boots gonna run that division for a long fucking time, man. But speaking of Boots, man, you think we could see Keith and Boots?
That's the fight we need to see. If Thurman's going to cash himself out, this is an opportunity. He can go up to Al Heyman office, right? Al don't ever be there. He don't even give you the address. But you know
Al's a ghost.
But you just show up on Melrose Boulevard, right outside that P.O. box, right? And let him send a driver with a personal motherfucking message. Like,
he only opened the door for Floyd and Bob.
You understand what I'm saying? And so what Keith needs to do is say, look, this is it for me. This is it for me. Y'all go ahead and get a boy, you know, get a boy 750,000.
Yeah.
If you can give him $1 million, give him $1 million. But I can't come up off more than that. Give me everything you got, and I'm gonna go away, and I'm gonna come back and be at the announce table.
That's light though. 750 is light though, right? You don't think? I don't know if Boots is taking 750. You think?
Well, here's what I'm saying.
It's for the Thurman, name. It's for the cachet, if anything, right?
You have to. At some point, the investment is in yourself. Because if you feel that confident, and you know Thurman's on his way out, and you know he's a cash out, that 750 is an investment.
Facts, no doubt.
It's a brownstone in Brooklyn in the 80s. What is the motherfuckers worth now?
Fact, that's a whole fact. Or everybody wish they could have got in on them shits back in the day.
Boots is a Brooklyn brownstone. Take that 750, chill for a minute, and beat Keith Thurman. If you beat Keith Thurman, then it becomes, well, who he beat? They say he ain't beat nobody. He beat Keith Thurman. You know, Keith Thurman, he lost to Pacquiao, but he beat Danny Garcia, and he beat Sean Porter, and he was a champion before Earl Spence, and da-da-da. So it becomes now, you know what I mean? You can't deny the boy. Then it makes it more clear if Bud decides to say, you know what, fuck this 47 shit. A young boy coming around the corner, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What if you think Keith got a shot to beat him? Or I still think Keith could buy. I mean, he's very inactive right now, so it's not likely, but you never know, right?
The inactivity, I think, it don't have him where he need to be against a young, fresh guy like Boots.
Boots is. You saw that fight against Romain Villa. I was like, yo, he was showing out. He put his shit on display for everybody. That fucking fight. I think niggas took a look at that shit and they was like, nah, I'm not fucking with youngster. You know what I'm saying?
Old school. Imagine if Trump Plaza was still open, right? Trump Towers, that fight back in Atlantic City back in the day.
Hell yeah.
But Boots is definitely an attraction. He needs a name to take him over that next level. And I think you're right. Keith Thurman and Boots, that's a fight you want to see because it's enough name cachet, you know. I think in the interim, I don't think it happens, but Rashidi Ellis is good. Rashidi Ellis is on the rebound.
That's
and I know
not bad.
But he lost to Romain Villa. But it's like, yo, number one, you know why I like that fight? Because then it takes out this whole, nobody won't ever say, oh, he ain't fighting no slick black fighter. You know, people just use that as an argument to try to shit on somebody's resume. So.
Yeah, he only beat the come forward Mexicans and shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But that's the fights they like to make anyway. You know that. They don't think we can sell. You know what I'm saying? They don't think they don't think we can sell like the whole Shakur. Let's talk about the Shakur Devin shit for a minute, man.